Hello everyone, I'm Renowned Zero. We are back again talking about local dummy GayBeans because he deserves a video where he gets shown to be absolutely BTFOed by Eric July himself because he finally gets the attention he wants from Eric July himself as he decided to tag Eric July in this post saying, hey, at Eric July, looks like Billboard just gatekept the F out of their chart, mate, which you're using the website known as Fandom, which is an absolute bullcrap website run by a bunch of grifting retards in the gaming space known as John of Trent and John De La Rose. So if anyone uses this site for anything other than something to laugh at, you are an absolute moron and I cannot take you seriously. The article now states Billboard suppresses Eric July's glorious death on charts despite meeting all requirements, but I guess this is all a thing for you to try to find a W against Eric July, a black guy who lives halfway across the planet, who you despise and you join CG for in spite of this black dude in the indie comic space known as Eric July. So you finally get your head pats from your good old throat go frog daddy, and I'm sure you'll get more head pats from the other frog minion known as the Moist Back or Fraud Tony. It is absolutely hilarious watching you sit there and be one of those individuals who just goes on and reads a headline and doesn't read anything past that, considering you have to pay for the article in order to read the rest of it, and you're one of those dummies who just reads the headline and moves on and thinks you're getting a W, when in actuality you don't know a damn thing about how Billboard works or how anything works because you're an absolute moron. You should probably spend the time that you're trying to own, quote-unquote, other people with your family instead of being an absolute idiot on the internet. But just as a reminder, there is a Freedom Day sale just for the weekend of July 4th. 30% off Alpha Core number 1, the Alpha Core poster, Bloodruth number 1, the Bloodruth number 1 black and white. I believe ISOM 1 and 2 are also available on this campaign as well. I wouldn't really call it a campaign, but it's a sale going on for certain items on Rippaverse.com. So you do have the Dallas Fan Meetup poster and shirt. You got Gooding, the Polymath. Got some ISOM shirts. There you go. ISOM number 1's right there. ISOM 2 right there. The ISOM fighting poster drawn by Rini Strikalski. You also have the regular ISOM poster. You have the Ladies of the Rippaverse. You got the Rippaverse Comics hoodie, the Rippaverse hat, so on and so on. And also just as a reminder that Norfolka Glorious Death number 1 is still available for pre-order with 68 days to go. I would just do a quick refresh. It's currently sitting at $166,609 at 3,831 total books sold. So we'll go right over to this post right here that he got 30,000, almost 30,000 views, 175 likes. Congratulations. It's the only time you ever get any attention when you're talking about anybody that you dislike, that other people seem to dislike for no real reason other than being called out, or in Eric July's case, being completely ignored and just doing his own thing. Now you have clowns like Vonster, the guy who constantly talks about the Rippaverse failing even though it's never failing. You also have the clown, obviously this is pure sarcasm because you think you're funny when you're not. You're just an absolute tool bag for your throat goat frog daddy and the frog minion. They heard Eric July threaten organized chaos and couldn't condone that level of pathetic. Yeah, the supposed threatening of organized chaos. No, see what Eric July did, because you can go check out the clips over in a recent video that Alizmad did where you guys took that clip out of context because you're absolute clowns. It was that Eric told him, do not go around telling black people that they hate themselves. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. Do they know he has an award? Oh, wait, let's see who else is in this thread. Oh, it's good old Fartsy, once again being an absolute idiot. Because you're another one of those morons who just sits there and reads a headline and doesn't know anything about anything. Because you're the guy who pretended to be a rocker at some point and still don't know anything about how Billboard works, even though Glorious Death is sitting at number 7 for Billboard. Betty's regretting his culture war now. Did he think he could grift in politics and not have consequences? What consequences, guy? He's on an independent channel, and what grift in politics are we talking about? Him being libertarian? Like, what are you talking about, you retard? Good job. 1 like in 3 days. You got Vagina Lols over here, who has me blocked and thinks I'm going to talk about him behind a block. Probably the only time I will. I'm not going to post about him at all on my freaking Twitter timeline whatsoever. I thought that was absolutely hilarious watching this guy look stupid, because of course this is what it really is that Glorious Death is at number 7 on Billboard. Title is misleading. Did they find out the song was all AI, even the vocals? What the heck are you talking about, bruh? It wasn't removed. Remains at number 7. You're a retard if you trust Fandom polls. 100%. This is awesome, even though it's wrong. So someone who has no idea what they're talking about writes an article. Okay, a correct title would be Eric July attempts to game the system and fails. Well, that would also be an incorrect title, you absolute moron, because it's incorrect. You have to check Hard Rock Digital sales. It's still there at number 7. Why this article was posted is beyond me because it's a blatant lie. Wrong again. Eat the Van Skyver, ha! Even though nothing happened. Because it's a fake push, the song isn't anywhere but YouTube and Amazon for download. You'll never hear it on any radio station. And you really shouldn't be looking for that. You should be looking to be streamed and viewed on YouTube and downloaded from Amazon. I think they banned him because he had too many weevils in his beard. Well, he's not banned, so you're a dummy. Respect their risk. This guy who has Eric July as his profile picture, also looking like a dumbass because you're wrong. And that's why Eric July is canceled. No, he's still at Billboard number 7 with his song. Oof, could you ask him about this? Oh, yes, that he'll be still at number 7 of Billboard because, again, these people are stupid. It's like, what are we doing, bro? Like, these guys are so hell-bent on seeing someone else fail that they don't like or even have to pay attention to whatsoever. What is wrong with these dudes? Holy crap, that is great! We live in a world now where quote-unquote influencers can game the system by creating crappy fake art and then mobilize their fans to vote it on the charts. Wow. Buying the song and hoping it chart is such a terrible thing. Just like how you clowns were the same people that try to go to a Vanessa Danger stream where Godlike wasn't nominated and then John Malin threw a butthurt bitch fit over it, and then you went over there and rigged the vote. What are we talking about? You did the exact same thing that you're crying about. It's repulsive to see Eric on a stream crying that he can't believe Muse is outpacing him. F you! Even though, again, he's still on the chart, so once again, you sound like an absolute fool. Zroko Eat the Van Skyver is such a predictable moron that you can set your watch to him. So much for Comics Case standing against creators being canceled, even though he wasn't canceled, he was just slightly suppressed. But as usual, you have dummies being this way. But here you go, you finally got your response from Eric July himself. Just so you know, I will show it here, where it says, you know, GayBeans right there. Got you covered. Glorious Death is the number 7 single on Billboard's Hard Rock Digital Song Sales Charts. Much love to all of the fans. So again, you get BTFOed by Eric July himself because you're an absolute idiot. So continue to make yourself look like a moron every single time you circle around, you know, people that you dislike, as everyone in their grandmother calls you GayBeans, as you should be called because you act like a closeted homosexual man even though you're married and have children. You sit there and orbit around other men that you dislike, and now you just get BTFO'd because you're an absolute idiot and all you do is read headlines like a damn leftist. So thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, smash the like button, comment below how you feel about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or go live on the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.